We should do my segment idea where we pick one game console from each generation to be ours forever. We have to agree on like one to rule them all.
Oh, we have to agree. Oh, like we actually have to agree. We're not just
Yeah,
picking
we gotta
our own?
like yeah, exactly. We can't each pick our own. We gotta like have a waiting for Nintendo stance on each generation.
Well, shoot, we could just do that right now. You want to end this
No,
segment?
well, another segment. All right, let's go.
And we're back.
And we're back.
So, Jason,
All
what was
right.
this crazy segment idea you had?
All right, I had this crazy segment idea where we're going to go through video game history and we're going to choose one game system. We can't have more than one in a generation to have forever. And that's it. That's the whole idea.
I'm realizing now that this isn't going to work
Why?
because I feel like I'm just going to pick the Nintendo option every time.
Yeah, but I'll try and talk you out of them. Let's do it anyway.
Okay,
So
sure,
we got
sure.
how do we is there a Wikipedia page for each generation?
Yeah, every video game generation.
Okay, so I'm looking at them right now. The first generation of video game consoles is like the Odyssey and the other Odyssey and a bunch of Pong machines and the Coleco Telstar and the Nintendo Color TV game.
Where are you finding this?
I'm on Wikipedia. First generation of video game consoles, the name of the
Oh,
page.
okay. Okay.
I think I want to go with the Odyssey, only because you can play more than just Pong, and it seems cool.
Yeah, we're obviously not going off of direct experience for these Gen 1
Yeah, I've
things.
never played. I mean, I have played a few Atari.
Yeah.
I have played a few Atari Pong machines, but that's the only thing I've played in here.
We got the Channel F in here.
No, that's Generation 2.
Oh, okay.
We're
First
before
generation.
even that. All right,
I
so
wish there was
Odyssey,
just
like whatever. Who
Well,
cares?
let's look at the Philips Magnavox has a nice look to it.
We're not on the same page. What? Oh
Yeah,
wait,
I'm looking at-
Magnavox. Oh yeah, this like yellow thing. What is
Yeah.
this?
That's pretty dope looking.
I'm just
Although,
gonna
hold up.
assume.
We're
I'm gonna
not
assume-
liking Philips right now though because they screwed you on the CDI by updating the IR thing. So we can't go with Philips. What is Epoch Co?
I don't know. I'm assuming
cool.
these are all the same Pong machine. I'm just going with Odyssey because it's the first one. I'm like, all right, whatever.
Yeah, I mean you got to. I think yeah, let's just move on. We got a lot to
Yeah.
say probably
I don't want
about
to
like
spend
the
any time on Generation 1. I'm sorry.
Okay, second generation.
All right.
Scroll down.
Would you hear me out if I said I wanted an Intellivision instead of an Atari?
Yeah, I would hear you out.
Okay, I would rather have an Intellivision than an Atari.
What are the games that are pulling you in that direction? And also, I don't see the Intellivision here.
It's the one furthest to the right. They got the Channel F, the 2600, the Bally Astrocade.
We're straight up on different pages. I'm on Wikipedia, but we're looking at different stuff.
Oh.
I'm
Well,
on the
I'm
comparison
the second
thing.
generation of video game home consoles page.
Same.
It's a different page. Well, how is it? Well, then below that, there's the Vectrex and the 5200.
Oh, okay.
and the-
See, I'm looking at the images specifically.
What do you mean by images?
Like, if you go down below ColecoVision Vectrex, then there's images with comparisons.
Oh. No, you're looking at like other consoles.
It says
think. I'm looking
Fairchild,
at the
Channel
chart.
F, Atari 2600, Bally,
This is a disaster.
Astrocade. I'm just saying, like, do you see these or no? We're on the same
Yeah,
page?
yeah, the Channel F, the 2600, the Astrocade, the Odyssey 2, the Intellivision, the Emerson Radio,
Okay.
Arcadia 2001. What the fuck is this? I've never even
Yeah,
heard
if we
of this.
scroll down,
Yeah.
the ColecoVision. Some people
Yeah.
really like that.
They're wrong.
The 5200, yeah,
Okay.
Vectrex.
Ooh, Vectrex is kind of tempting just for like a weird thing.
But no, like, the Vectrex doesn't beat the 2600.
We probably do have to go 2600. I like the Intellivision more because it has the most original games. My great stance in this generation is that the Intellivision blows the fuck out of the ColecoVision because the games are way more original because they made most of them in-house. And Coleco is mostly just arcade ports of the time.
Okay.
So, I mean, that was my experience when I had both of them. I was very underwhelmed at what I could play on ColecoVision. The Smurfs game was cool, but that's about it.
So yeah, the Magnavox Odyssey is a no-go then.
The Odyssey 2, I've never played one, so I don't know.
Yeah.
Same
Well-
with like the Bally Astrocade and the Channel F. I never played those, so I don't know.
Let me look at the Intellivision real quick.
I think we got to go 2600 just for universality.
Honestly, yeah, I feel like, this isn't the time for a spicy pick. There'll be room later.
Exactly.
Okay, now let's get to where video game history actually starts. Generation 3.
All right, well, we got to pick the Master System.
There's no way.
No, it's NES, right? There's no.
Yeah, it's NES
even a
Famicom.
debate.
There's really no point in even looking at anything else.
Yeah, the
It's just
7800
there's
is a piece of shit.
nothing could ever come close. All right,
Fourth?
now here's where it gets a little.
Okay.
This is where it gets dicey.
Does either one of us want to make a case for Sega over Nintendo, or dare I say it, TurboGrafx over Nintendo, or dare I say it again, Neo Geo or 3DO over Nintendo?
I
Well,
would
3DO
be.
doesn't. They don't count 3DO as part of this. never
Since we have here's the thing. If we have to have a few
pick-
generations now on that aren't Nintendo, this is one I definitely could see.
I'd have to
I
pick
think the
Super
PC
Nintendo.
engine's really cool, honestly. And I think that the Mega Drive is really cool. I think
I
would.
like the Genesis a lot, but I think the Super Nintendo just has to win. It's the best one. Pound for
I could see
pound,
it. I could
has
see
the best
it.
games. There's just so many masterpieces on Super Nintendo, Sega, or
Yeah.
TurboGrafx doesn't have an answer for.
All right, okay. Let's move on. Let's move on to fifth generation.
This one's. I feel like the N64 can't. It has to be PS1.
Yeah, sadly, it's not 3DO.
Well, it's not even like sad. I don't even think it's close in my mind. If
Yeah.
I'm being real.
Well, it's weird
I think
for
the
me.
N64
like-
is a lot closer to the Saturn than it is the PlayStation. So here's a thought experiment I did a long time ago, and it's when I was making my top 100 NES and SNES videos.
yeah.
I did the preliminary list for a whole bunch of other systems. The preliminary list is just me looking at the entire
Yeah,
list of games
yeah.
and everything that looks like it might have a chance at being on the list. I put into a giant list that I need to either play the games or decide.
I think
for myself
I think
later
I know
what
where you're going. There's just not that many games on the N64.
I didn't
period.
even get to 100.
Yeah.
I got to
Now,
80.
I think
And
that
the
there.
PlayStation, I got to about 450. I'm not
Yeah.
even kidding.
There's
If I
a-
were to make a top 100 PlayStations video, I would need to pare it down from about 450.
Yeah.
And if I made one for the N64, I would need to find 20 trash games to fill the back end of the list with.
No, I'll say this about the N64: its heavy hitters are kind of untouchable.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
in terms of just variety, it can't.
Yeah.
It just can't win. It
I
just can't.
feel like the
it's
PS1
it's the PlayStation
is
One.
the PS1 is a bottomless well. You could close your eyes, go to a ROM list, and click on something you've never heard of, and it's probably pretty cool.
Yeah, no, it reminds me a lot of the NES in some ways. I mean, you've got Sean Johnson's entire channel is just
Exactly.
spinning a wheel and playing a random.
Another guy I
Yeah.
forgot to put on the list. I'm sorry. I like
That
Sean
one,
Johnson.
that
He'd
one
be B.
sucks. Yeah, I know we
He'd
like
be
him.
B tier. Yeah, I
Yeah,
like him.
yeah.
So I just forgot. I'm sorry.
But
I've
yeah,
even
I-
brought up Sean Johnson. I mean, he was the inspiration for my worst series. So yeah.
There you go.
And then we've also
Well-
got I love the 3DO, but that doesn't have a place here.
Yeah, it's
I like the
it's
Saturn,
the PlayStation
also-
One for sure.
also doesn't
Technically,
have a
my
place
first
here.
system ever.
Yeah, the PS1.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
PS1
All right,
for
so-
sure. Not even really close.
On 6, are you gonna try and argue GameCube?
Let me think.
Are you gonna try and argue Xbox? Because I feel like the default one here is PS2, but I would almost be open to hearing arguments for the other ones.
Sure, I'll give you arguments for the other ones. I don't.
They
wanna
also
pick
count
PS2.
Dreamcast as part of this generation, which I
It was
personally don't,
Dreamcast.
but-
That's the thing. Dreamcast and PC Engine, they're in betweeners for sure.
Yeah, exactly.
PC Engine straddles generations, and
Yeah.
so does the Dreamcast.
I don't think either one can be the pick though. The Dreamcast is cool, but no.
Yeah, it's really cool, but I agree because all of those properties really got ported to the GameCube and the Xbox anyway. So after they folded,
The argument I think for each of these is The GameCube has Nintendo's shit, which of course the other systems don't have.
Yeah.
The PS2 has by far the most amount of games, but the Xbox has the best versions of like pretty much every multi-platform.
You know what's sad is like I could almost do Xbox for this generation and the next generation.
I don't like
I would
in my
I would-
heart of hearts, I know it probably has to be PS2 just because like the sheer volume. Like I'm willing to give up the best version of a lot of games just to just to have
Yeah,
a
like anything
bigger
multi-platform, I'm not playing on the PS2.
exactly because they're better
Yeah.
on even on the GameCube a lot of times.
And a lot of the PS2 exclusives were not really interesting to me back when it was out. Like I did like the Ratchet and Clank games and the Jack games, and yeah, I wasn't really into RPGs at this time, so there
Yeah, I was
wasn't
gonna say,
really
it's the
anything
only
for me
system with
there.
any RPG presence at all.
Yeah. I just can't. You know, it's like I'll leave it to you between the GameCube and the Xbox, but I can't pick the PS2. I hate it.
Really?
Yeah, I
pick
irrationally
PS2.
don't like it. It could never be waiting for Nintendo's official pick for this
But
gen.
Bully isn't on either one of the other ones.
Is it really not? Is Bully not on the Xbox?
Bully's just PS2 and 360 and Wii.
Oh, it's on it's on PS2. That's weird. Well, that's the thing. PS2
Well, it was
got, like,
originally a PS2 game.
really. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Okay.
And then
I
it was
didn't
the
realize.
360 and Wii versions were like ports later.
Those are the only ones that I ever saw being
Oh.
played.
Well, when I streamed it, I streamed the PS2 version.
I didn't know what version
It's
you
the
were
one I
playing.
played when I was
They
a
blend
kid.
together. I mean, like, I get it. It's extremely popular.
If it's just between Xbox
Look,
and
it's the
GameCube,
worst looking system here, too, in my opinion. I think the GameCube,
Yeah,
Dreamcast, and
design-wise.
Xbox look better. My
I
favorite.
really could go. I think I gotta go Xbox. If it's just between GameCube and Xbox, I know this is a Nintendo channel.
Well, here's the thing, though. Like, I know that the GameCube and the PS2 technically had online,
yeah,
but I mean, it was
not
the
really.
This was the
Yeah, nobody
Xbox
was-
generation. I mean, nothing really touches Halo 2 online.
Yeah.
On game, like nothing really comes close.
And, like the Xbox got the Metal Gear Solid games as well,
Yeah.
so that's a point for them. Well, actually, you know what? Because GameCube got a remake of 1, right? I forget what it's called. They got Metal Gear Solid 1, like the Twin Snakes or whatever.
Oh,
Is that what
really?
it's called?
I don't
Yeah,
remember.
but then Xbox is 2 and 3. So I guess it splits the baby there. Did Resident Evil 4 come out on the Xbox? Question mark.
I don't think so. Well, let's actually. I'm not sure. Let's look that up.
I know the meme is that it came out on everything, but did it come out on like original Xbox?
Well,
I'm pretty sure it came to
It was
360.
GameCube only for a while, and maybe it was the next generation where they came
Yeah.
out. No,
Well,
it
I know
did-
it came to PS2.
PS2.
as
It did
well.
come to
Yeah.
PS2, and Wii and 360. It did not come to the original Xbox.
Ooh. That's kind of that's a point for the GameCube. Just straight up then.
I think the GameCube is like the most collectible
Yeah,
today.
you know what? Fuck it. Let's go GameCube.
Let's go GameCube.
I'm feeling
I
GameCube.
fucking love the
Yeah.
GameCube, man. I mean,
Yeah.
PSO is still technically on the GameCube.
Sure. All right. 7.
There's some online stuff there.
No,
Look, it's
I
got.
don't- that's
Jason,
not-
hear me out. What other system has Sakurai Kirby Air Ride?
Well,
I mean,
nothing
does-
yet, but
like,
Switch
nothing
2's
has a-
catching up.
I don't know. This is probably the toughest gen for me.
Well, if we're being objective, like I know we're gonna end up landing on 360, but it's like this is 3 good picks for Gen
Yeah.
7.
Yeah, it really is. But I'm putting my foot down. If I have one thing where I have to throw
Yeah.
it down, I just can't pick the PS2. Just can't do it.
Oh, I thought we moved on to 7. Yeah, we
Oh,
picked,
okay,
I thought
okay.
we picked GameCube and
Okay, it is GameCube officially then?
Yeah.
All right,
GameCube's
GameCubes are
the
official. Yeah.
Okay,
And I
that's-
don't
we
care
locked
that
it
people
in.
think it sucks. I don't care.
Yeah,
We
we're
like the
picking
GameCube.
weakest game library probably, but that's fine.
Yeah, but the coolest little mini discs, I just love it. The controller feels so buttery in my
The
hand.
controller, yeah, the controller feels really good.
Yeah, I mean, my vote's just, it's the 360 here.
Yeah, I was a late adopter with the PS3. I didn't get one until like 2020. And I do think it's really cool, but I've also I noticed this during the Madden video, and I've noticed this just anecdotally with a bunch of other stuff. Multi-platform games sucked ass on the PS3.
It was really hard to develop for, from what I understand.
Yeah, like they're shockingly bad. Like every time I had to play a Madden game on PS3, I was like, why is it so much worse than the 360. I know that's
'Cause
my
it's
example.
technically
is fucking
stronger.
bad.
It's technically stronger, but it's like, yeah, apparently it was kind of a pain in the ass to develop
Same with
for.
Call of Duty games. I also don't like, this is the generation that FPS games took over. And for some reason, every FPS game on the PS3 uses R1 instead of R2 as the shoot button. I don't know who the fuck, like who got together and decided R1 is going to be the default shoot button.
Yeah,
But they got it wrong. Like, why? It's fucking, it's the other one's like, it's supposed to be a gun trigger. Like, the whole point of the
Yeah.
button. And the Wii is like, the Wii is the Wii. Like, whatever.
I think that it honestly, in terms of like game library, I think it's very close between 360 and PlayStation
Well,
3.
the PS3 probably edges it out, honestly, because it has
Yeah.
more exclusives, especially towards the end.
Yeah, if it was just the games, which it's not, I think I might be tempted to pick PlayStation 3 here.
Shitty controller. I mean, it's not worse than a Wiimote,
Yeah.
but like the
Yeah.
PS3 controller like feels like a piece of shit. It feels like I could shatter an official one with my bare hands if I squeezed hard enough.
And you did have free online with the PS3.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
You did. Except for that like month that went offline.
The thing is, Xbox Live was super cheap back then. Like, you get free trials and half the games you bought.
Well, let me tell you, it
And-
wasn't cheap when you were a teenager because I didn't have it half the time.
Well, you know what wasn't cheap when you were a teenager was a PS3.
Yeah, exactly. I didn't.
How many
never had
months
one.
of, like, how many years of Xbox Live could
Right,
you
you're right.
get with the difference?
I was able to buy a 360 for I think a cool $100, mostly with $100 bills. So that wasn't happening with a PS3.
Yeah, no, and the controller was amazing. Everyone loved the controller
Oh,
for the
exactly.
360. I mean, it had Halo 3. It had Gears of War 1 through 3.
It also red rings and dies on you, but whatever.
Mine didn't, but yeah, no. I think the Wii's not even really in the conversation.
No, we've barely brought it up for a reason.
Yeah.
There's a reason that even as a teenage, like as a Nintendo stan teenager, I couldn't even stick with the Wii through the whole generation.
Yeah, it's just.
I just knew I was missing out on way too much.
So we're going 360 here.
Yeah, we have to.
Yeah,
This has been breezy.
I feel like some people are probably turned it off after I was just like not liking the PlayStation 2. Here's the thing.
whatever.
Let me just say this about the PlayStation 2. I suspect when I finally get my own, because I never owned one. It was always like we'd play it at a friend's house, and I would just be like, "This just feels weird and off."
You've never
and
had
different.
any PlayStation of any kind except for PS1.
Yeah, except
right?
for PS1. Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah. But I think for this generation, it has to be the PlayStation 4.
Well, I mean, there's also they count the Switch in this one.
That doesn't feel right to me. That's
Yeah,
an
same.
in-betweener as well.
Yeah, in my head, I wasn't including Switch with this gen, but if we are, I think that just wins, right?
Does it?
Yeah, probably.
Well, that just doesn't. That can't count.
It got so many ports. It feels like everything came to Switch, even if it's like in a bastard form.
I can't believe that. I mean, it just doesn't feel like the same generation.
Yeah, you're right, because that would mean that
It's
for our
5
next
years
discussion-
after the fact.
Yeah, that would mean that for our next generation, we're basically just picking between PS5 and Xbox Series X, and that's lame. We're gonna even though Wikipedia says it's the 8th, we're gonna include it in 9th.
Yeah,
So it's between the Wii U, the PS4, the Xbox One.
Yeah, like Nintendo gets 2 shots here.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
now is it the Wii U though? No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, well, this is another generation where I couldn't go the whole time without another one of the
Yeah.
systems. Like the Wii
This
U
one-
was the one that I got shortly after it came out. But
Yeah.
then, so let's see, I would have gotten that in like December 2012. I think in 2014 I got a PS4. So it wasn't that much longer like after.
Yeah,
So
I think it's PS4.
really, it's even though you've never had one.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Because
Well, here's the
Xbox
thing.
phone
I
business, Jim.
owned a Wii U and I owned an Xbox One, and I am telling you, that could not have been it. Neither of those were it, dog. Like, I think the PS4 has like better game library. I mean, what's there's Rise Son of Rome on the Xbox One? I mean,
Yeah, it's like, can you name any exclusives for the Xbox One? It's like they got Halo 5.
it felt like Sony was the only one even trying in this generation.
Sure.
Like they were just like fish out of water, and then Sony was just like,
Their controller's good again. The PS4 controller's really
and
good.
I
It's
like
not-
the DualShock 4. I do.
Yeah. It's way better than the DualShock 3. Huge improvement.
Yeah. And honestly, even if Switch was there, I don't know if I would pick it for sure. I really
I
don't.
would. Over a PS4, I'd rather have a Switch.
All right. Well, let's go to the 9th generation, which is the
Yeah.
current generation, right?
Current generation, we've got the PS5, Xbox Series. The Wikipedia page doesn't even have Switch 2 on here.
It doesn't. Yeah. We're gonna say Switch 1/2 versus
the same
PS5.
system.
Yeah, it's the same system. So Switch 1, OLED, Lite,
What-
and 2 were basically the same. And
So when
then-
these were all coming out, I was way more excited for the PS5 than the Series X.
yeah.
And yeah, like I got them both, but I was way more excited for the PS5. I never use my PS5 anymore. Everything is Xbox. I have gravitated to only playing games on Xbox this gen.
Yeah, you had stories about like, when we were even just gearing up this channel, getting
Yeah.
ready for the Switch 2, the pre-ordering and checking every store, like you
It was
wanted
hell.
the PS5 bad.
That was the most hell I've ever been through. It was like 2 weeks of just being up as many hours as possible because at any time, any retailer could drop some stock of PS5s.
Yeah.
Like they wouldn't announce that at a time; it would just happen. And if you were more than a minute late, you're fucked. It's over.
Yeah.
You didn't get them. And eventually I did, and I put it in the passenger seat of my Jeep Cherokee.
My Greep.
My orange Jeep Cherokee. I put it in the passenger seat. I buckled it in, and I went through the Chick-fil-A drive-thru, and I got compliments. Oh, dude, you got the PS5. The girls in the Chick-fil-A drive-thru were excited for my PS5.
That's amazing.
That was amazing. It was a great,
man.
it was a great time to be alive when the day you get a PS5, so you can play Demon's Souls remake.
Yeah.
But
Did they ever release another game for it or?
No, not really.
Yeah.
They got a Ratchet and Clank game that was okay. But that's about it.
Yeah.
As far as exclusives go.
And Astrobot.
Oh, Astrobot is pretty good, but Astrobot's also a game that I played for like 3 days, finished it, and never thought about it again. So,
Yeah. It's a Nintendo game on a PlayStation console.
sort of. Yeah, I mean, people say that, but it's definitely like PlayStation because like all the iconography is PlayStation, but it does feel Nintendo-esque in that
All
way.
the ideas are borrowed anyway.
You could say that.
I watched that
actually-
video. It was pretty blatant.
I played more of the one that came bundled with the PS5, the Astro's Playroom, Astro's Playworld.
Yeah.
Me and my friends got really competitive because there's a time trial aspect to doing some stages, and we would just do them trying to one up each other's times, like because it shows all your friends' times.
Yeah.
And we would just we were like actual speedrunners. We were like top 0.01% players in this stupid fucking game because we were just trying to outdo each other.
That's fun. I mean,
Eventually,
it's nice
I
when you have like. Otherwise, who cares? Like random people,
Yeah.
it's not fun to race against, but your
Yeah,
friends.
exactly.
is.
It was
Yeah.
we got really competitive about it. Furious, you watched the show, right? And I don't know if you're listening to this. Yeah, that was fun. Yeah, I admit defeat though. I had to admit defeat eventually because he got better. I think the final score was I had the lead for a while, but he came back like a year after we stopped and stole a few times, and I'm like, well, I can't. I'm not picking the game up again just to learn these stages and beat him again. He got a sneak attack on me, like because I was in the lead for a
sneak
while.
attack.
It seemed like settled science that I held the lead in more stages than him. But then, like I'm telling you, it was like a year or two later he came back and beat some times, and I'm like, well, fuck.
It's over.
Yeah, I tried I made a few attempts, and I'm like, I'm not even close. I got to
You
shake
went
a lot of
hollow.
rust off
Yeah.
if I'm gonna get anywhere close. But yeah, that was I don't know, fun time with that. But if I'm being objective, it's like the PS5 still has like more exclusives and like the better games. I just like the feel of the Xbox more. I like the controller more.
Yeah.
I like the UI more. It really just comes down to those two things, and that's why I choose to play it more often. But if I'm going just toe-to-toe game library, it's like I can't name any exclusives on the Series X except for Halo.
Yeah, Infinite, which was a huge letdown. They don't have
I like the
Gears of War
multiplayer
on
in it
there
still.
yet.
It
What do
is
they
cool.
have?
It is cool that I can put in Xbox 360 games and original Xbox games, some of them, into my
It's like
Series
the
X
best
and they
part.
play.
Yeah.
Yeah. That is very cool. I can't do that with a PS5. In fact, if you want to play a PS3 game on a PS5, it's a fucking cloud system. It's Cloud Play. Yeah. I played through Ratchet and Clank Up Your Arsenal with that, and it's like Uncanny Valley. Like it's a little better than you expect, but it's still shitty enough that it's
Still
not
sucks,
like
yeah.
it's still like not quite there. It's like it feels like you're playing through a TV with a lot of lag. Like you ever play on just like a really shitty TV and like a thing that's not made to be playing
back
games?
when like you're trying to play Rock Band at your friend's house on their HD TV. That,
You know what it feels like? You ever like set up in school like a projector to like play games and shit? Has that ever happened to you or anywhere? No?
But I know what you're talking about.
It's in 7th grade, not my homeroom, but a different homeroom had a Nintendo 64 set up on a projector, which sounds cool, but it was the laggiest thing.
I bet.
It was not made to play video games at all. The setup, and it was like playing with a 1.5 second delay. That's kind of like what playing with a PS3 Cloud Play is like.
I believe it. I don't like Cloud Play of any kind, just in principle. No. It's never gonna like it. It defeats the point. Like the whole point is that I want to play right here on what I've got right in front of me.
All that being said, if the Switch counts in this generation, I choose that.
Same. Yeah, no, it's the Switch 1/2/OLED/Lite for sure. But like that's our official pick. But for entertainment between PS5 and Series X, what do you think?
That was my cop out. I would still go PS5, even though I play my Series X way more.
I think I'd agree with you because they just like Xbox just has. As much as like I mean I own one and I like it for multiplats and whatever, I just think that Xbox has sucked so hard this generation. It's unbelievable how bad they've sucked.
Yeah, pretty much. Two in a row, really. They sucked all last generation too.
And it might be done. And in fact, that might be what we're talking about next. But you think those are official stances?
Yeah.
We got the Odyssey.
Yeah.
And Gen 2.
It's 2600.
2600. NES Famicom. Super NES. Super Famicom. PlayStation 1.
Yep.
GameCube.
That's probably the spiciest pick of them all. That's a
you gotta have one. I mean, what's the point else?
Yeah.
You know?
I would have went PS2, but you put a hard kibosh on that. So
I really, really wanted to
Which
not
is
pick
fine.
the PS2.
You know, it's your prerogative.
I guess, it had like the great launch window and it had the most sales because it was a DVD player.
Well, it also lasted way like into the PS3's life.
Because everyone had one. It was so high selling that they kept making games and porting it to
Both
it.
Persona games came out after the PS3, and then, like that's a wombo combo 1-2 like legendary game punch for the PS2.
I thought you said the first two Persona games don't count.
Well, by the first two, I mean 3 and 4.
Oh, okay.
Duh.
Yeah, no, like I said, I think that when I finally get around to it, I'll enjoy it. But a lot of the multi-platform games, when let's just take Super Monkey Ball 2 for instance.
Oh yeah,
it's on GameCube and it's on
GameCube.
Huh?
Best on GameCube.
Yeah, no, it's just like all of the games that like my friends had growing up because I wasn't playing RPGs. It just felt like the PS2 sucked kind of because it was like. Everything was just better on our Xboxes and GameCubes. So like even though my friends had a PlayStation 2, it was basically just a Ratchet and Clank Up Your Arsenal machine.
But that game does rule.
It does. It does. I have to admit. No, it's fun and awesome. And like I said, like once I get into the library, I'll probably like it more, but I just find it naturally unappealing. I think it's my childhood bias.
Yeah, it was, but whatever, that's fine.
You're like, yeah, I was, but it's
and then 360 for the next one. And
yeah,
then,
360.
What'd we do? PS4,
Switch, yeah.
All right. You're not a gamer unless you have all those systems.